Hello everyone, I'm HorseyEatYou. We're back with the Galaxy Princess Zorana. We're on turn 5. So I did look at this. They sometimes substitute for deception, which I think is pretty good. So I think we're gonna go 1 in dramatic. And then, I mean, leveling galactic relationship is kind of useless unless we go above 30, right? So maybe intrigue might be good. Or honestly, a history lesson might be big. To have like any idea of what's going on at all, or we go and I remember my first playthrough of Long Live the Queen. I went all in divination. High Pontifex of Mercus, the Emperor's spiritual advisor. Maybe we go. Let's do intrigue for now. Get that up to 30. See if that gives us like a milestone. Basic level dramatic arts. You learn to cross-reference intelligence files, understand alliances between individuals. Yeah. Student level intrigue. Okay. Who can we denounce? Oh, only her because she's the only person we've met. Okay. Remove cabinet. Oh no. Oh, that's an option though. That's neat. Explore social network. Well, she doesn't have a harem, so charm and flatter. That's not the play. Explore social network. Investigating the relationships. She's allied with Vater and Stoyan. Solon and Sola are the enemies of Muriel. Okay. I don't know if that helps. Negotiate. You're in for a private conversation on the cool TV. I need the support of my electors in order to formally become Empress. Will you pledge your loyalty to me? Well, no. We really see important guests for the rest of the Empire, not here. Your royal progress, preparing for election, is the excitement of a lifetime for us. My youngest won't remember any of this. For my oldest boy, this is a chance to create a magical memory. I don't understand. In exchange for my support, I wish for you to spend some quality time with my son. Impress him. You want me to babysit? Mirko is a child, but he'll someday be a member of the Imperial Comita. Commission? You may find it a benefit to command his fond personal affection as well as his loyalty. It's a very simple request in exchange for my vote. Consider it my gift to you. It does sound simple, at least on the surface. Entertaining a little boy is not a quest of great danger and difficulty. We need sleight of hand. We do a magic trick for him. On the other hand, children are fickle. If you're relying on his approval, who knows what it might take to win him over. That is the quest his mother has said. It seems fair. Sympathy, you can't tell how she feels about you. We really need empathy, huh? Adventures of Babysitting, a quest. Let's go. Let's do it. You prepared to meet with Mirko, the eldest son of Muriel, Elector. I'm gonna spend my whole lifetime on this planet and getting this one vote. I'm gonna get 29 no's. He is specially brought to the palace for this visit. We weren't quite sure what to expect. This would be about. Can we hide the? Yeah. Look at this nerd. This would be about half your age and more a head shorter than you. You're standing up straight. Unfortunately, he's mostly staring at his feet. Perhaps he's shy. Hello, Mirko. What would you like to do today? He shrugs, twisting his foot back and forth to leave a pale mark on your plush violet carpet. Oh, I don't really feel negative. I don't really feel like doing this either. Why don't we just watch a film? Is there anything you'd like to see? He shrugs again. Bereft of guidance, you decided to put on your favorite cartoon. How to keep him entertained for a while. Watches without complaint. He never speaks to you. I'm not surprised that his only answer to your questions is a shrug. Takes him a while to warm up to people. It's just a phase, I'm sure. Maybe some other time you'll both be in a better mood. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, we gotta get better than cautious. I don't know if this mood system is better or worse. Okay, we'll spend one more, period here. Request for aid has been sent to the Heavenly Palace by our embassy in T'Chak space. They're physically menacing species who originated. Okay, thank you, Kazenia. They're largely strong with dark blue skin, horned heads, and long tails they can use like whips. They don't often visit Imperial space, do a great deal of trade through the Tharkan sectors. They've apprehended a Tharkan merchant, a citizen of Savargas, holding him on charges of smuggling recreational drugs through their space without paying the proper fees. Oh. The charges appear to be valid. They wish to sentence him to a lifetime of hard labor. The merchant is pleading for your intervention. Lifetime enslavement seems to be a harsh punishment for not paying taxes on a shipment. Shouldn't you just have been fined? Dang it! What's your response? Oh, an incident like this will never have been sent to your father's table, unless it becomes such a hot topic in the feast there are a huge public outcry. One merchant being arrested for a crime he actually committed will not be worth the emperor's attention. While it might be possible to put pressure on another government, the standard response would be to provide the hapless merchant with a legal advocate to guide him through facing the charges. Then legal aid, yeah. Give him a lawyer. Phoenix wrong. He's not right. Well, all we can do is send a legal advocate to assist the merchant in what does Godot call him? Trite? Phoenix Trite, yeah. To assist the merchant in the T'Chuk court. Just to face the law. Not about to start a galactic incident, especially when he's guilty anyway. Very well. Have a good day. If we did the bare minimum, that'll teach him. Okay, the kid looked nerdy, so maybe sleight of hand. Well, no, sorry, arts. He likes arts. Oh, we can finally do interact. Where's empathy at? I think we need 1 in empathy. Then 1 in etiquette. Even though they're not boosted, I think we just need the skills. Okay, so the bird is like a reset point, like if I want to get quickly across the mood board. Let's Kurundi. Yeah, any security alerts? No current threats. That's good at least. Okay. We're gonna try again. This is excited as before, which is to say not very. What do you like to do today? Okay. I might catch his interest. Could you entertain him? Or maybe teach him something? Oh, slide, I told you! I'm so smart. Unfortunately, we have none of these. Wait, don't we have 1 invention? We have repair. We have none of this, right? We have blade. Shane, you want to see a cool knife? Dazzle you with my mystical powers. Oh, what if you have Lumen there? Can you? Assuming Lumen is in this. It's all lies and fakery anyway. No one with the divine gifts would waste them on a stage show. Perhaps if you pretend hard enough, you'll convince themselves he's seen something magical. Okay, I can't read this. I can't read this. Oh, a lavender light flickers in the heart of the crystal. Not a reflection, but an internal glow. What? You're so startled that you jerk in place, jostling the table and causing the crystal to tip over, which is Disco Elysium did? We win by failing? Mirko looks decidedly unimpressed by this magical motion. You pick up the crystal and turn it over in your hands, confused. It's just a crystal, isn't it? There's no light inside. How did that happen? It was increasingly bored, but you can't replicate the incident. At last, you admit defeat and send Mirko back to his mother's. You'll need to try something else next time. I got an achievement for that. Let's go! I wonder, is that actually like an important thing I just did? Like, is that a requirement to become a Lumen? Or like, you know, doing something along those lines. There's Jog. You got 2 people there. And social? Like, we can't really do anything, so. We're compliant. I think we just gotta move on. See ya. Entering Merca Sector 1. Good morning. We must now discuss the matter of the Jubilee holiday. Oh god. The celebration of my father's birth star rising. This is like the dance. So we officially have no emperor. Not be unreasonable to postpone the Jubilee until after a successful election. An emperor-wide holiday. Many businesses are closed and necessary workers receive overtime pay. Removing a holiday from the calendar would disrupt plans and finances. We can maintain this current schedule and celebrate in honor on turn 20. Oh, plenty of time! We're using your position. You can move the Jubilee to match your own birth star on turn 15. That could cement. I don't know the history behind that. That's scary. Cement my position as the next ruler in the eyes of the Empire. What are your commands? Keep fathers. Yeah. Let's keep things stable. The Jubilee should be celebrated on my father's birthday. I'll make note of it. Okay. Maybe we need a history. No. Etiquette. Rhetoric. I haven't seen rhetoric yet. What is? Convincing someone to agree with the cause or value. Opening up support for a war would involve rhetoric. Maybe double rhetoric? Lying unbelievably. Lying believably. They may not agree with you, but they'll believe that you mean it. I think just double interaction. And you can't say the same mood twice in a row, can you? I don't think you can. We received a report from the Star Admiral. The fleet is preparing to resume regular patrols around the Empire. That may make things more difficult to contact. You can locate the fleet by looking around the map. Need your input on a matter of security. Largely unimportant matter, one that you might wish to exercise discretion while handling. Visitor of the Empire, Hurricane Laborer, became publicly intoxicated, made a nuisance of himself. Among other things, he was loudly shouting that Emperor Dragutin had been murdered by your hand. What? Obvious drunken nonsense. As it concerns your reputation, you may wish to take a personal hand in the matter. We have him in custody awaiting your decision. Off with his head! Rumors can spread quickly, particularly rumors about cover-ups and conspiracies. Obviously, you did not murder your father. It's possible that someone did? Does this Hurricane know anything? Is there truth in the wine? Or is it just drunken rambling? Punished for drunkenness only. People say foolish things when they've had too much to drink. Treating it like a serious matter will only look more suspicious. How would security normally handle someone being drunk and obnoxious? Locked up overnight and fined for causing the inconvenience. Do that then. Okay. Merca Prime, the Twin Worlds, part of the Celestial Empire, your home. In many ways, your childhood felt like an exile. You were raised on a small Kidro estate in the care of your duenna. While your brother was heir, you were never called on to attend your illustrious father in the Heavenly Palace. You're the second string child, unnecessary, out of sight. And yet you were an imperial princess, attending school with other children of wealth and power. Every check-in, you received invitations to anything from ritual sacrifices, to operatic competitions. Let's go! This clifftop castle is nothing new. You've walked these halls before and you know what shoes to wear. Tonight you're the guest of honor. Every person of rank in the Twin Worlds is lined up to greet you and offer their sympathies, their respect, and a ceremonial gift. There's no time for anything more, not so many waiting for even a moment of your attention. There's of course the 6 local electors who are uppermost in your mind, 3 from Cadro and 3 from Anjou. This local sector is the pivot for the balance of power in the Celestial Empire. You cannot seek them out. You must wait for the queue to proceed as tradition demands. So, what, have I not done etiquette yet? You need more? You have to be trapped standing in one place for hours, and you can't spend time with anyone you like or avoid anyone you loathe. I wonder, like, do the skill requirements go up, like, the more places you travel to? Or is it, like, hard-coded every time? Like, oh yeah, Merca 1 is always going to be more difficult than Merca 2. At the end of the night, your feet will declare war on your knees. The Primiciers of the Twin Worlds take precedence, followed by the Kepiles. They bow, they kiss the air above your hands, they present you with an array of identical platinum coins stamped into your father's image. Sometime before the first of electors reach the head of the queue. Hello. Zoltan! Oh, it's him! Of Cadril. You recognize him easily. He dresses for that effect. You've never known him well. Too old to have been your friend, too young to have been a schoolmate's parent. His first husband has passed into eternity. He's here alone. There's also some kind of connection to Esmerai, the woman of your father's harem who tried to murder you in your sleep. There's no proof he was involved in anyway, but he did know her. We don't know she was trying to kill us. It's not the time to make a scene and antagonize an elector who might be innocent. He bows to you, wings fluttering with practiced charm. Your Imperial Highness, may the gods bring you favor. He says nothing more than that, merely offering his coin to your attendants and withdrawing. Since he's hostile towards you. Oh, hello, Krovos. Only one of the cohort that you've never met before. Dude's edgy. He kind of looks like a Gundam from Danganronpa 2. He's got the, well, that's an octopus. Oh, that's an octopus! But the color scheme. Plain reason, he's far too young to take on the responsibilities of the position. He's never been invited to any formal gala. You vaguely heard about the death of the regent of Andro's child elector last season. Shouldn't someone else have been appointed to the position? For Krovos to be here alone implies that he stepped into the full role. There's precedent for allowing adolescent heirs to take up positions when necessary. You yourself have not had your adulthood rights, but Krovos is only a child. It's most unusual. Hello, your highness. How are you? His manners might be acceptable at a child's party. They're totally wrong for the occasion. You gotta be addressing you as Imperial Highness. Yeah, we don't have the skill high enough. Let's tolerate. Such a little boy younger than you, and he's all alone. You can be generous. Very well, thank you. He grins and hands over his coin. I'm scared. Happy birthday, Star. It's not my own, never mind. The little boy wanders off, his task complete. Can't tell how he feels about you. But what do you mean success? Is Bonter of Anjou. An older male who's never married and has no children that you know of. You always seem kind. Your Imperial Highness, it's my great pleasure to see you here tonight. Hope to see you carry on the legacy of both your parents. Thank you. He bows, offers his gift, and moves out of the way so that the next guest can proceed. Can't tell how he feels about you. What's the point? A few other senators have come through. Next elected to approach is Lukomir of Kidro, scion of a long line of politicians and very familiar to you. The academy you attended until recently lay within territory he represents. He's a frequent speaker at graduation ceremonies. Lukomir is in attendance with his wife, both impeccably dressed save for his ever uncontrollable hair. He looks at you stiffly, then bows, offers up his coin, and withdraws without speaking a word. That's worrying, since he's hostile towards you. Frankenstein! The next elector is Ixel of Anjou. She's notable in Twin World society for a large number of acknowledged children, one of whom attended your academy a few forms ahead of you. You're hoping Fayer will be here tonight. There's no sign of her or her siblings. They're guests of highest prestige. Heirs and offspring rank lower and might be further back in the queue. Ixel stands by her husband's side, smiling at you. Hello, Your Imperial Highness. You're looking well, under the circumstances. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this time may be very difficult for you. Please call my household if you have any need. Thank you. And I'm, saying that, that insulted us in 20 different ways, but we're not smart enough to get that. They present their gift to you and leave, smiling. You can't tell how she feels about you. What's the point? This is the last of the electors to make an appearance, is Milan of Kidrol. You're surprised to see him attending alone. Perhaps his wife is unwell? She's much older than her husband, after all. Equally unusual, Milan appears to be entirely sober. She's not Perhaps this is a show of respect. No, she's dead. Your Imperial Highness. He thumps a fist to his chest. Glory to your line. You nod in acknowledgement and he hands over his ceremonial coin. Until another meeting. He marches away with purposeful motion, his back straight. Can't tell how he feels about you. It's the last of them, certainly not the last of the guests. Long evening stretches ahead of you. There's one vote to be cast within the sector. One more. Its holder is not the sort of person who can be expected to wait in line to pay your visits. The High Pontifex, yeah! For now, you must raise your chin and look regal. Okay. Relax by the pool, indulgent. Stay put. We gotta put points in spirituality. Oh, have you seen the latest news? No. I just got up. This concerns your father. Emperor Jacobson's secret heir? Woman claims to be conceived the Emperor's son, pressed the palace's aid in claiming his birthright. Who is she? Is that one of my father's concubines? You don't recognize her? You can't say that you remember every face in his harem. There's not an area of his life that you pay much attention to. No, an unmarried woman of common family and middling income. She apparently came into contact with the Emperor during one of his visits to Anjou. The child's genetics have not yet been verified. Even if her story's true, she's not a wife or a concubine, and the child was never officially acknowledged, and it wasn't. Your father still was quite clear that he has no son now. Such a baby has no birthright to claim. Under imperial law, family is a matter of contract and obligation, not genes. Many children are not genetically related to one, or even both of their parents. Children can be conceived artificially. Genes can be edited before birth. If someone finds an unscrupulous doctor, genes can even be stolen. Creating a child of someone's genes without their permission is illegal, but it does happen, especially with celebrities or other prominent figures. Your father is certainly prominent. The story is nothing but tabloid gossip. No one in the Empire would seriously imagine this baby was the heir to anything. If it is some way your father's child, what are you going to do about it? Whoever the woman is, she's Merkin. Thinks the child's heritage is not mixed in the way that yours is. There are people in the Empire who might prefer a pure-blooded heir. Adopt the child yourself? But if we... Yeah, screw it. We're adopting a kid. No, Manny, I don't have an heir of my own. What if I adopt the child myself? Your Highness, you can't trust this woman. You don't know anything about her. She could be a rebel, an assassin. I'm not offering to adopt her, just the baby. I think a baby is going to strangle me in my sleep. Doesn't mean he'll be your heir in the end. You're very young. You have freedoms to make children of your own. Baby is a fallback option, something to provide a sense of security and continuity for the Empire. There's staff in the palace that can look after a baby, right? A nursery can be arranged. Won't even have to take away from your classes. This is the kind of stupid stuff I expect from Elodie. This is good, Zorana. You're good in there. No one expects an emperor to devote themselves to carrying a baby around. Your father certainly didn't. The mother may object. She wanted his birthright, didn't she? This is the only way he gets anything. She didn't want that. She shouldn't have raised the issue. Send her my offer. She gives up the baby or she retracts the claim. Very well, I got an achievement. Let's resolve that I have an update on the drunk Hurricane who slandered your name. He's not repeated that offense ever since his release. It's not clear if he even remembers it. No sign of any new rumors in circulation. Yeah, we made the right call. That's dealt with. You have studying to do. Did I ever talk to her about whatever? So we need one in spirituality, definitely. And rhetoric? Getting to 30 on that could be good. Oh wait, no, that's not grade up. Etiquette then? Because even if we do etiquette at 15, like, you know, with grade up, it won't get us to 30. Basic level spirituality and 10 points in etiquette. The Imperial Thresher. Rumors that Mazarin, the Rogue Shadow, was settled en route to the Twin Worlds. None of these rumors came from anyone who knew him well enough to be certain of his identity. Former Shadow is nowhere to be found if he is ever there at all. So no cause for concern. The Thresher will continue to monitor the situation. The first arc. To inform you that negotiations have been concluded, your new heir is en route to the Heavenly Palace. Alright, the baby. Alright, yeah, the baby. You wish to perform the genetic test for connections to your father? It's not necessary. He's Merkin and he's my son now. That's the whole point after all. The mother, former mother, wishes for the child to be known as Zirconi. Now we're naming him Dracula. Names. Some of you forgotten that the baby would need a name. When you were a little girl, you used to say that you would name your future son Zoltan, so that his name would be connected to yours. Is that a reference to, is that Dude, Where's My Car? Zoltan? It is! There's even a Wikipedia page for it. Okay, that's not a reference I was expecting today. Zoltan instead. Prince Zoltan. Very well, I'll send out the announcements. I've adopted Prince Zoltan! They should have let us name him. They should have let us name him. Is this the, Pontifex? Investigate. Yeah. All Merkin priests sever ties with their families when they join the Sacra. They can never marry or have children, and they are not meant to play any part in house politics. Fondness and friendship sometimes remain. According to records, they originally hailed from a wealthy trader family, pledged herself to the priesthood as a young adult. She received distinctions at scholariums, was never engaged, and has no known connections with any of the electoral dynasties. She rose through the ranks as a servant de Kalo, and watches the sky for auspices. As a young woman, she was often called upon to preside over ritual sacrifices. She chose to step back from public ceremony, busying herself in bureaucracy and internal debates of the priesthood. You know, the details of the process remain divine mystery, not only the elders of the faith. It was unanimous, she was unchallenged. For her personal life, she has maintained long-term connections with multiple younger priestesses. Those of the faith are not required to be sexless, only unmarried. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yuri priestess route, here we go. You submit a request for an audience with the High Pontifex, wait anxiously for a response. Even an imperial princess cannot command the attention of her all-holiness. At last, you're granted permission to travel to the surface of Kidron and enter the Balisca of Shadows. And actually, it's just Celine from Long Live the Queen. Literally just her. Like, not even a dark elf version of her. You're guided to a small chamber where you wait for your private audience. A pair of aides opens the door and lower their eyes as the priestess enters, then steps away without speaking. Not Celine. Celine didn't have a hat. Well, I mean, what do you call it? It's like a crown kind of thing. High Pontifex Ethiaxe is not dedicated to the service of a single deity, but presides over the Merkin faith in general. She may officiate or instruct of any temple, if she chooses. That is why her title is Her All Holiness. She is in essence the divine leader of the Empire. If you take the throne, you might be able to approach her as an equal, but this time, she clearly outranks you, and you're expected to lower yourself. Kneel. You gracefully sink to one knee, acknowledging her authority. Strength be with you. And also with you. I've come here to humbly request your support and your blessing for me to succeed my father to the celestial throne, as was his wish. Will you join the celestial ministry as my spiritual advisor? You reach for the crown of stars, but the blood and the soul of the Merkin people lie here, upon the stones. Older than empire, older than flight. Half your blood is foreign, but you're raised and educated here in Kidro, correct? Yes, at the Ishinka Academy. Where's your faith? Where's your soul? Do you offer your tears to Gamajun for wisdom, or do you dance for your mother's good lady? Uh-oh. You don't know all the names of the Nova goddesses, or which of them might be titled the good lady? Your mother certainly never passed any faith on to you. No, you're raised in the Merkin faith and made all the proper offerings, but you can't really be described as devout. Religion has never been a major priority for you, and you don't spend much time thinking about it. So it's all you know. I'm a Merkin, not a Novan. Thy Pontifex takes hold of your chin and stares deeply into your eyes. Your faith is shallow, weak, menace. Where's that a skill at? Untested. Menace, emotion. She takes a step back, regarding you impassively. Princess Zorana, as Empress, it would often fall to you to enforce the law, should other channels prove insufficient. As you should already know, pledging oneself to the priesthood is a bond of life. Like marriage, it cannot be undone. What would you do if you're presented with a priest who would try to flee his duty and disappear back into civilian life? What remedy would you propose? What does she want from you? Does she want to hear that you're ruthless? Does she want to judge how clever you can be? No. Oh, lecture background. Yeah, lecture background. Yeah, well, I don't know what that is, but yes. Priest is bound for life. Oh, that's how we researched her. But if a person started a new life, their priest self would no longer exist. Just as the new initiate severs all ties to their past life and family when they join the priesthood. Can a family cut off the past identity and become someone new? The priest must be reborn. Yeah. They betrayed their vows and therefore must cease to exist. Must give up everything, including their name, and be cast out as anathema to begin a new life. As simple as that. They wish to leave, so they leave. Dang it! It's not simple at all. Birth is complicated and painful. There'd be a gauntlet that they'd have to pass through. A trial of fire and knives. Not all would survive. One has to face death to win a chance at a new life. You don't really know what goes on in the temples behind closed doors. Sounds like the kind of spectacle they'd enjoy. So you value freedom. He falls into silent contemplation. Allure. Oh, dang it! You're young and your path is uncertain. You must seek a sign of favor from the gods. How do I do that? I'll give you dispensation to enter into a ritual starfall match. We'll see which direction Fortune's blades will slice. It's popular sport, quite rough. Star-tipped javelins are thrown from player to player along the length of the field to reach the goal. The player holding a spear may not run, but quickly side and throw the star to a teammate. There's an exception. Any player who is pierced by the falling star is allowed to run with the spear still driven into their body. Striking one of your teammates in this way will also scores an immediate point, even if the blow turns out to be fatal. That's a fun sport! They're highly paid and have legions of screaming followers. They all know that every match might be their last. Professional teams are well trained and coaches don't want to lose their most popular draws, so yeah, good money. Most players will protect themselves and run for medical attention if needed. There aren't that many deaths, just scars. Sport is also played religiously for divination purposes. There the injury rate is even higher. Your academy put you all out on the field once or twice as part of your regular exercise routine, with a star replaced by a puffball and so many special safety rules that anyone nose was broken. There's no preparation for a serious match. That's no. Oh, sports is a thing? As part of the deeper strategy of the game, you don't have a clue. Test your fate, then return to me. Thank you, your all holiness. It's a dangerous task. The support of the High Pontifex can be very influential among Mercan nobles. How badly do you want it? Can't tell how she feels about you. Okay, we got a quest. Can we investigate background? But can we offer like anyone a cabinet? But yeah, we can. Probably not the hostile gods, huh? But it is. Oh, baby. We can visit the baby, but okay, and that changes our mood, like the bird. And let's investigate him. His father never married. He's the only child of a concubine, wind beauty of unknown family. Inherited the control of the electoral seat, have been challenged by his elder half-sister, Serta, a bitter rivalry since childhood. Zola is engaged in a scandalous romance with one of Serta's concubines. He's repeatedly offered to buy the boy's contract and been denied. Zola proposed marriage to Sveka, a woman from the respectable Mercan family. She accepted, and a lavish ceremony is being planned. The intended bride is actually Serta's lover. Zoltan has learned what is this backstory? Zolat's plans are unclear. The odds are high that this wedding, if it actually happens, will lead to some dramatic confrontation between rival siblings. Blackmail option on the whole. Social or compliant? I think we go back to compliant. Go to the cabinet room and gaze upon the portraits of your parents and think about their lives and their duty to the Empire. Yeah, we're staying put. You might find a message waiting from the best strike, flagged important. Not urgent, or someone probably would have insisted on getting you out of bed at once. Immediately feel your pulse rate increase. Major Starfeed producers requested access to do an interview for a biographical special. Can't afford to say no to this. It's a chance to make a positive impression across the entire Empire. This could shape the course of the election. You don't have long to prepare. The reporter will arrive after this turn's classes. Oh, God. This is a message begging you to call Ksenia as soon as you get up. Moshi. Zorana! I can't believe you have a baby! I didn't have a baby. I guess I know, but still a baby. Can I see it? Can I play with it? Go for it. You can visit him if you want to. Yes! No fortune telling. I want a prophecy hanging over his cradle. Destiny will find you whether you're prepared for it or not. I have enough problems with my own destiny. Close the connection and shake your head. Are babies really that interesting? Can't think about Prince Zoltan right now. Okay? Can't believe we named a baby Zoltan. Double rhetoric for the interview? Or maybe one deception for the interview? Allure? Be cute? Is empathy reading people, or does that include... Yeah, okay, that's just understand. Okay, so double rhetoric. I think. I don't think, like, another one in media won't really help us. It's blue, student level. Time for your big interview. What impression do you want to give to the Empire? How do you want people to think of you? Rhetoric and Imperial wise leader? Yeah, that's the only one we can go for. Talk a while about the importance of the Emperor as a source of continuity, a repository of knowledge over time, and someone in a position to look after the larger picture rather than be forever chasing short-term goals. No! You fumble when you ask for quick examples to demonstrate your point. Okay, hold on. Can we act cute? Dang it. No, yeah, okay. Wait, rhetoric passed? Speak from the heart and pledge your loyalty to serve the Empire. The team insists that everything went well. That is their job. We're not ready for the quest. We will die if we do the quest. This guy seems nice. Propose engagement, what the heck? No. You take it into the background. He's an older man with a reputation of calmness, wisdom, and common sense. He does not have a long-term romantic partner. He does have a male Mithurian who's neither spouse nor concubine. Private records show that they once investigated a marriage license, but were determined to be genetically incompatible and unable to produce legitimate children together. Despite their difficulties, they've remained together for many vivums, and neither has been seen to take on any other romantic involvement. Borrowed a large sum from his district's tax funds to make use for personal home development. Ooh. Questioner is raised about this. He apologizes and pays back the money. No charges had ever been filed. There are a few hints that a few bribes may have been paid to avoid closer scrutiny. Blackmail option, okay. Wait, who did we unlock blackmail for? This guy? Oh, we should buy out the contract of the boy he likes, and then use that to blackmail him. Who can we go to his sister? No. Why can't we spend time with her? I need to study computers more. What's with the... Is that how they're voting? Yeah, you can see my mouse. I don't know. Charm and flatter, does that... Investigate background and charm and flatter this guy. He's a golden child with a secure family fortune. Maybe rhetoric will work. Split soon cut the other direction. Millen was critically injured in a sporting accident, spent several seasons in medical rehabilitation. His father suffered a nervous breakdown and was treated to a permanent seclusion. Okay? So at that point, the Millen's drinking problems began. Oh god! Married a rich elderly widow and began campaigning for his own advancement. He's not a hereditary elector, one they popularly support when a seat came vacant. Okay? From shattered dreams, he has rebuilt himself into personal success. I bet they could make a cool movie about this. He really seems happy about it, especially when he's drunk. He has no children. His wife had a daughter from her previous marriage. Ederly is very near Millen's age. She's also married, but spends a great deal of her time alone with Millen in secret. They may be carrying on a scandalous affair. Millen's wife died just this season, which is why she did not attend your reception. Was it natural causes? Certainly convenient for them to have her out of the way. Once again, available for marital alliances. That's a charm and flatter. Hey, what's up, my dude? You should not play such games with men. Some have more root than sense. Oh, is it just a lure? Knocks back a bottle of some fizzing beverage. If I had a daughter, I'd keep her safe. Tell her not to flaunt herself. He does have a stepdaughter. Can't tell how he feels about you. I thought I had one more action. You're indulgent. We're staying here a while. Please come to the cabinet chamber at your earliest convenience. What now? You dress yourself swiftly and make your way to the room. What's the emergency? Not an emergency exactly, but a change in circumstances. Hold on 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to send a text. The Vestark beckons you over to look at another Starfeed news display. You recognize the Merkin man on screen immediately. It's Lugomir! The Vestark brings up the sound so you can hear him speaking. Son of the Empress Platina the Great, formally announced by candidate. What? He's running against us? He's entering the election? It's more of a confirmation than a question. Of course that's what he's doing. I wonder if we talked to him before, if we could change that. You knew his family's had imperial ties. Distant cousins multiple times over. Yeah. Okay. You're your father's designated heir, but you're still a young and untried girl. Lugomir is an adult with friends across the Empire. It's possible he could defeat you. How bad is this? Bad? It's neither bad nor good. It simply is. What I meant was, how much support do you think he has? That's what the election will determine. Shut up! Don't you care who wins? I serve the Empire. As a civil servant, it's my duty to remind you that only a sitting emperor or empress can appoint or dismiss an elector. The commission as a whole may rule an elector ineligible to vote only in extreme situations such as a complete loss of mental capacity or proven attempt to assassinate a candidate. You cannot remove him. Does that mean he gets to vote for himself? Yes. That's one vote you won't be winning. You need to step up your game. If you can secure or we could blackmail him. If you can secure binding pledges from electors to vote for you, they won't be able to support any other candidate. Okay. I think the spirituality thing is big. We need to win that sports event. So, playing and understanding official sports. Throwing objects, swinging a bat. Does blade? Doesn't seem like javelin. Body control though. Contortion and endurance both seem useful. Let's do one in sports. Does empathy really help? I mean, it's good for reading people, right? But like, how much is that? We got a couple other checks. I think we might be spreading ourselves too thin. I think, well, in Long Live the Queen, you can focus on just like, 2 or 3 things would be fine. But in this, it's like there's 30 electors, all who want different things. So maybe being wider is good, but an important message light flashing. Sender's name appears to be a sequence of random glyphs. How did this get past your security filters? The symbol's an abbreviation for an obscure government department? A short video. Spelling out Lugomir's candidacy? You open the file and freeze. It's figures on your screen. They're your parents! It's not a loving message to their future daughter. It's a recording of an argument. They're in that palace. You recognize your father's rooms. The decorations have changed a little. It was clearly 5 rooms ago. They're talking about you. Now that your daughter has been born, your mother cuts him off, angry in a way you've never seen her in any photograph before. That thing is not my daughter. It's your creature. I refuse to have any part in. There the file cuts off. Who would send you? This is just Superman. It's the plot of the Superman that came out this summer. Who would send you something like this? Maybe it's a misunderstanding. It's only a few moments out of context. Maybe they weren't talking about you at all. Maybe your mother hated you. What an awful thing to say about a baby. Your child. Well, no, she was talking about the bird, which you obviously are. Legally, you are a child of the marriage. Biologically, your Merkin Novan heritage is written all over your skin. You're Melania's daughter? She called you a thing. You would never say that about baby Zoltan. Yes, Zoltan. Maybe she wasn't well at the time. Maybe it never even happened. Video could be fake. Where did it come from? Should it compose a reply, but it won't send? System believes the address is malformed. How was it received in the first place? Do we have operations? Yeah, we have one in operations. Fail, dang it. Ask the Thresher to investigate. Even forwarding to it could damage some fragile clue. She needs to see it exactly as you saw it. There's no sign of the video being generated or edited. It appears to be an authentic conversation, or part of one. But this isn't a security footage. This is not recorded by any automated system in the palace. Taken by someone else who is present in the room at this time, standing at the Emperor's side. The Shadow, yeah. The most obvious suspect, yes. Could have been anyone with intimate access. A concubine or a maidservant might have been that close. Those letters and symbols that you can't easily make sense of, but the Thresher frowns. That message was sent from somewhere within this palace, but on time delay. Could have been set up check-ins in advance. I'll have to check the server to see if there are any access traces. Someone talented enough to bypass these systems could probably know enough to cover their tracks. Who would keep fragments of a film's old recording and then hack the palace system to send it to you anonymously? It's like one of the secret agents would get up to. As far as you can tell, she doesn't know who sent the message. Trace the sender, find out anything you can. Received any other suspicious correspondence? There's that strange encounter you had with Mazarin before he disappeared, when we wanted to give you a message from your father. I'd rather not tell The thresher that the Emperor, your father, called you weak and spoiled. No. Still, we must be cautious. Call me at any time if you have concerns. Right. We changed to cautious. Can we do anything to this guy? Yeah, we're not getting his vote, so. Black, I mean, that's a little extreme. And this guy, like, he seems nice. We could probably get him easy. We can even get him in our cabinet. Yeah. Just don't let him be in charge of money. Transfer your electoral vote. I'm willing to give you a role within my celestial ministry. You'll be one of my closest advisors with influence on imperial policy. I'll be very happy to give you my advice on many subjects, Your Imperial Highness. Do you have a particular role in mind? Commerce. Well, I mean, that's all he does. What's Lord Chancellor? Like, he's in charge of like the chandeliers, right? But no, no, that's like the right-hand man, right? The head of state and parliamentary systems, like Germany, or the head of okay, that you're not that good, no. Yeah, I mean, you borrow the money. Do we have the codex here? Can I look at what we read about him? Files? No. Oh, we don't have a save yet. We don't want to lose that. Yes, Gert. Be happy to serving you in this position. Make preparations so I can be available whenever you have need of me. You don't embezzle any money. 50 economics. Yeah, let's go. We know money now. We know money. 2 left. Let's go visit the baby. Why not? Compliant. Spend some time cooing lullabies over baby Zoltan. Zoltan! His origins are complicated, but interacting with him still makes you feel soft and warm inside. Okay, it doesn't do anything. It's just the baby just exists for mood. We gotta vote. We gotta vote, everyone. Can we see that? Let's go. It's tied. I mean, I guess we do want to get our cabinet big, but like we don't want, you know, inept people ruining everything. This is complicated. What the heck? I just wanted the skill number goes up game. This is hard. Okay, let's look into her. An unremarkable elector. She comes from a respectable family, not a noteworthy one. She's considered religiously devout, makes her observances of the temple within her region on a drill. There's no record of her ever having admitted to the presence of the High Pontifex. Ixel mostly stands out for a large number of children, and only 6 of them. You never realized until now, though, is how many of Ixel's babies died during infancy due to genetic effects. Any competent fertility lab would have detected and prevented those problems. She must have been relying solely on natural conception. Others may agree or disagree with her position. It's not a secret and not a scandal. Bayer, one of her daughters, oh yeah, her. She's a bit older and is in a different form. We were never close friends, but you did admire her. You haven't heard anyone mention her recently. Zoltan has pledged his vote to Lukomir. Zoltan! You betrayer! Indulgent? Well, haven't we been working that way up and just going down this whole time? Yeah, we're being indulgent again. Yeah, we're just spending time by the pool all day. Should we leave here? Can we can't go to Nova, can we? Like, what is this? We can't look at what they are from here. Oh, we can zoom out though. Where's the military at? Oh, did I? Oops. Oops. Yeah, it turns out if you just scroll up, you go. Okay, Lord Chancellor's bureaucracy, I see. Is he still there? Oh, no, they're there. Should we corner them? Because I think they're going this way. Yeah, let's keep going. We don't have to win votes immediately. You wanted to see me? Yes, Your Highness. This is largely formality. Requires your approval and signature. The most recent Logothete of Science, who is your father's minister, has been offered a research directorship in the Harrow 2 sector. You haven't visited there yet. By reputation, expectly no there to visit. Having been so recently a member of the ministry, as privileged information means that this individual must seek imperial approval before accepting any such position. It's a matter of security. You don't know anything about what the past Logothete of Science did. Logothete? Apparently not much, considering the lack of information about your father's foolish experiments. You have no idea what top secret plans might have been brought before the ministry, how this appointment could affect your future. You have to take a guess. Nah. It's literally random. Don't think it's a good idea. Not with an election pending. Once I've claimed the throne, I can reconsider. Is there any news about Lugomir's campaign? A new interview for the feeds. Yeah, he's answering questions while making a visit to the historic castle in the Twin Worlds. Already held an event there, and mine was better. You can't waste your time worrying about what he's doing. To focus on your own schedule. I wonder how accurate is that? 50's good. As long as he doesn't embezzle money. Should we get allure and... Are we a motion princess? Is that what we're doing? Like... There? I mean, I feel like emotion and interaction are good for getting electors. Not for avoiding poison chocolates. But... Oh! You swipe absently through the myths and legends, the ancient Novan people. Tales tell of the Luminia, yeah! A breed of holy warriors who can channel elemental energy with their bare hands. Call down fire and lightning on their foes, who buried armies with floods and earthquake. Said their powers could blot out the light of the sun. I only made up those stories to explain natural disasters that happened throughout history. Dang it! Primitive people couldn't understand a solar eclipse, so they blamed magic. Lumens who gained their powers from magical jewels held in their hands, which would fill them with crystal energy. Hey, I had to cut it there. According to the legend, Lumens would gain their powers from magical jewels held in their hands, which would fill with crystal energy. Those stories have been inspired their cultural and technological development, which is why they now call themselves Crystal Nova. If a Nova and Crystal Ray gun somehow traveled through time to the past, probably would seem like magic to the natives who got their hands on it. Of course that's impossible. Are we rationalizing magic, or is it still magic? Many ancient kings and queens were supposedly lumens, with their affinity being passed down the noble line. On rare occasions, royal scions sometimes had gifts they showed that would be capable of becoming lumens. Gifts like breathing underwater, healing with a touch, Charlotte, or radiating light. Making light, glowing, like what happened to you. It's possible there's some truth in these lumen legends. Could you have inherited something magical with your mother's Novan blood? But it can't be true. Those are legends, stories from the ancient past. The very last reported lumen was before the Great Freeze, when Iskvatl covered the Novan sun and their world was plunged into darkness and ice for generations. That was millennia ago. There are no stories of modern Novans wielding elemental powers. Just to be certain, you close your eyes and concentrate, focusing your thoughts on light, light, light. You open your eyes to peek. Nothing. Nothing happened. It's all just silly stories of imagination. You must have misunderstood what happened before. There's nothing to worry about. Okay, we gotta figure out how to do that. Where are we? We're deep space. Okay. Oh yeah, we got this guy with us. Can we explore social network? Yeah, why not? He's allied with Ixel, Muriel, Rippling Eternity. That's a name. Lazar and Radomel are enemies. Okay. Those guys probably won't like us. Do we want to change our mood? Like, do we want to go bold again? Or do we want to go social? Well, I think social's good because I feel like interaction and emotion are like what we're going towards, right? So yeah, let's go. We just end turn. Like, I mean, security alerts. Why not? Not aware of any current threats. That's good. Yeah, Milan. Dang it. I don't like this. I'm losing. Can we change a pledge? Go here. We're meeting the military. During deep space, you're late for a meeting. When running a corner, you see a servant directly in your path. His attention focused on dusting a delicate platinum sculpture birds. Falcons! Uh-oh. Look out! It's too late to stop. This is literally a weekend. Long live the queen. You thumb into the servant's side. His arms fly up by instinct, trying to prevent him from falling over. Jostle the sculpture, which tilts, falls, and crashes onto the floor, cracking a wing right off one of the birds. The servant stares at you in horror. Dang it. This is literally the event with Alice. We don't have court matters high enough. We don't have... What's visual and repair? We have 10. We can't fix it. Let's try anyway. Have that piece delivered to my room. I want to look at it in more detail. It's an official order. Okay. You have things to do. Okay, that's a thing we can do now? That's interesting. I did also think about leveling up intrigue. Like, can we fire? What's his name? But we would obviously want to level up intrigue before we do that. But anyway, we have this available. So let's get these up so we can unlock rhetoric. Just take that up to 100 maybe. The outfit. Yeah, I forgot about those. Yeah, this should give us 10 bonus points in it, I think. Yeah, 10 points. Get the platinum bird statue that was knocked over earlier. Now that you've had a bit of time to work on it. Yep, fail. You've had a lot of trouble finding glue that can stick metal to metal. Yep. By frustration, you end up nailing the bits together with your bits. That at least got the wing connected again. It's at the wrong angle and has bits sticking out. Trying any harder might destroy the thing entirely. Better put it out in the hall like it is and forget about it. Anyway, you're a princess. Your creative efforts can only make the art more interesting, right? So true. It's like you know, the what do you call it when like they break the urn but they repair it with gold? The Emiya Altar kind of thing, you know? Star Admiral Yakau's what? Couldn't you just name him like Charlotte and Elodie again? Come on. It's present in the sector if you wish to speak with him. Yeah, okay, we will do that next time because I think this is like 50 minutes in now. See you guys next time, everyone. Bye.